you very much. Sitting in the corner there, you get to see a lot of cool things, and as soon as Rochelle mentioned vibrator, this lady's leg shot up like a dog's. Like, whoa! Whoa! That's what kind of crowd we're dealing with tonight, right? We got Wayne celebrating 50 years. So that means Wayne is now going to start using the children's urinals again, because the taller ones will get his balls wet now. He needs the lower ones. It's a little life hack. I'm not quite 50 yet, but I've already graduated. I got the long balls going. I apologize for that visual early on in this. As Rochelle mentioned, I do morning radio for a living, and the most common comment that I get from people who find out I do live morning radio is always the same one. I don't know how you can do live radio without swearing. How do you do it without cursing? And the answer is quite simple. I'm a fucking professional. That's how I can do it without swearing. Can you imagine pulling in at Tim Hortons on your way into work tomorrow? 6:01 a.m. in the drive-thru. Welcome to Tim Hortons. Can I take your fucking order? Dark roast with 2 fucking cream. Is that what we're doing here this morning? And 10 goddamn Timbits while we're at it. Sir, it's camp day today, and for an extra $2, you can help send one of those little fuckers to camp. Oh, well, every little fucker deserves a holiday. Put me down for $4. And with COVID-19 at the radio station, process has changed, right? We're not allowed to have our winners claim prizes in the building anymore. So now we need to ask them for more information, including their email address. And email addresses, I've come to learn in the last few months, are a window into people's souls. If you really want to get to know somebody, ask them their email address. Mine is still, unfortunately, danimal7373@gmail.com. It's not that bad until you go in to renew your bank mortgage. Mr. Allaire, what's your email address? And it's an animal with a D in front of it. You're trying to mask it a little bit. But now people are winning. I'm like, congratulations, Phil. Just going to need to grab that email from you. And he's proud as a peacock. He's like, yeah, it's bud_420@hotmail.com. I'm like, okay. That's probably why you enjoy the show at 6 o'clock in the morning. And every now and then, they just own their fucked up emails, right? You get the guy on the phone, you're like, hey, John, congratulations. I just need that email address to get the prizing to you. Yeah, it's pussking17@cogeco.ca. Sir, did you just say pussking17? Yes, I did. And he just makes no business. There's 16 other Puss Kings apparently out there. And so then I got curious and I was like, how many other Puss Kings can there possibly be? So I started to try and create my own Puss King address. You know what number I stopped at before I could get one? I am now the proud owner of Puss King 9418. I think Gmail's going to give a prize to Puss King 10,000 when that happens. And then there are other ones who know that their emails are fucked up, they've grown up, and they try and spell it out for you, but they screw with the cadence a little bit, like you don't know what they're saying. Hey, Shannon, congratulations. Gonna need to grab that email. Oh, yeah, it's PENSIHUNTER69@hotmail.com. Shannon, was that Penis Hunter 69@hotmail.com? Yes, it was. Well, now I'm definitely going to need your phone number. You've won a whole other prize we don't normally give away on this radio station. The other thing, anyone here have to cancel a trip due to the pandemic somewhere warm for March break or anything like that? Round of applause. Anybody else cancel? Yeah? I was on my way to Puerto Vallarta, and I was very excited, and my wife convinced me to get a base tan, to go into a tanning bed for the first time in my life. And I know right away what you're all thinking, and fuck you all, I fit, okay? I fit in the tanning bed. And so I start this 10-session base creator so I don't burn like a lobster on the beaches of Mexico. And, you know, I realized right away after a few sessions, I'm developing a racing stripe on both sides of my body because you've got to lay in there like this, and there's no light on this side, and there's no light on that side. So I was like, why don't they strap us in like a rotisserie and just turn us so that we can tan evenly? At the very least, make those fluorescent bulbs roll like the hot dogs at 7-Eleven used to there for 4 or 5 days before we eat them. But then I got used to it, right? So I'm sitting in this little sun tube, and all of a sudden by session 7, I'm full chill. I'm completely relaxed. I'm listening to the music. And then I went to adjust myself, and I was a little too relaxed, and I let one rip in the tanning bed. Have you ever been Dutch ovened in your life? I just Dutch ovened myself in an actual oven, okay? Now there's a waiting room full of people who are waiting for my bed to come open, and all they can hear is, I'm muscling through here because I need this base pan for Mexico, and this is expensive. So I'm not getting out of here. So I'm retching in this thing. Bang, the timer goes off. I walk out of there, and all the women are looking at me like I just farted in church. And so I beeline the hell out of there. And then I have to stop at the pharmacy, and I walk in there, and people at the pharmacy are also walking by me, looking at me the same way the women at the tanning salon were looking at me. And I thought, fuck, did somebody already put this on Facebook? Like, what the hell's going on here? Then I went to pick up my wife at work, and she got into the car. And as soon as she sat down, she was like, did you fart? And I was like, oh shit. I had baked the fart onto my body in the tanning bed. So just word of the wise, when we can travel again, don't break wind in the tanning bed. It's not a good scene. So I have a younger brother. He's 37 years old, and he's one of those guys who likes to say things that he doesn't know to appear smarter. We all have somebody like that in our lives, right? It's either a coworker, maybe it's Wayne, I don't know. And so my brother is in the car with his wife, he's drinking his coffee, and they hit a bump, and he chokes on his coffee. And when you choke on fluid, what do you normally say when somebody says, are you okay? You went down the wrong hole, right? That's the common saying. Well, do we have any doctors in the house? No? Because unless you're a doctor, you probably don't know what that hole is called. So my brother tried to appear smart for his wife, and she says, oh my God, are you okay? Because he was choking pretty good. And he goes, yeah, I'm fine. It just went down my fallopian tube. 37 years old, my sister-in-law had to pull the car over and explain to him, A, the fallopian tube is not here, it is here, and 2, you do not possess a fallopian tube, you idiot. How the hell did I ever say I do to you? My God. The other thing we all had to learn when we were stuck at home during the pandemic is how to relax a little bit, right? In early days, we were on edge, and I discovered something that really relaxed me, and that is aromatherapy. And not essential oils. I'm not a fucking witch doctor, right? I'm not doing potions. Aromatherapy. I was burning candles. And, I mean, you can look up here and think maybe, I'm a man. And I'm man enough to burn a vanilla candle. I'm man enough to burn strawberries and cream. I'm even man enough to burn lavender and not care. But somewhere at Yankee Candle, the marketing department thought, we need to create candles for men, so they'll feel less like pussies when they light them by themselves. So they have man-scented candles now. They have one that smells like 2x4. Now, do I need to smell wood while I'm trying to rub one out on my own? Like, that's a lot of pressure happening right now. I don't need that second odor. And then you've got fresh cut grass. Bacon is another one for the guys. But the one where the marketing department, in my opinion, got just a little bit too cute was Mantown. And it gets quiet because we're all thinking the same thing. What the fuck does Mantown smell like? I have a theory for you. Let me bring you back to late July on a really hot, humid summer day. If you've ever seen a man just nonchalantly stand there and pull this maneuver, or maybe he goes for the double, right? It looks inconspicuous, but if you don't know what I'm doing, that is a man actively detaching his testicle from the inside of his thigh. And when that ball sack separates from the thigh, there's like a little waft of air. In that moment of separation, that is what Mantown smells like. It's a little musty, maybe a little salty. If moist had a smell, it would be Mantown, I think. Available at Michael's. And my wife and I, we've been married for 22 years now, and it's been very nice. And Rochelle's been talking about, you keep the sex going and you keep the marriage going. So we decided, let's start flirting with each other via text message because, I'm still going into the office and she had been working from home. So we flirt. Well, I'm at the office one day and I found out the wrong way what Netflix and chill really means. Do you all know what Netflix and chill means in the form of a text message? Yeah. Just so the people who might not know don't get embarrassed, it's the equivalent of a booty call, right? We're not watching season 3 of Sons of Anarchy. We're doing it. So she sends me this flirty text message because she figured this out. I'm oblivious. And so I get a text message that says, "Hey, hon, there's nobody home for supper tonight. When you come home, do you want to Netflix and chill?" So I read this very quickly, and I read, "Hey, hon, there's nobody home for supper tonight. Do you want to come home and Netflix and chill it?" So I was like, "Hell yeah, can you make it spicy this time?" To which she immediately responded, "How hot do you want it?" Well. So I wrote back, "However hot you think you can handle." Drool emoji, fire emoji, tongue out emoji. Apparently if I'd have put the eggplant, it would have been perfect, but I didn't. Because I didn't know what I was talking about. So she just wrote back to me, "Buckle up, cowboy." This is going to be the best fucking chili I've ever had. So I just wrote back, "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker." So now I pull into the driveway, I'm pumped up. The problem is, I'm hungry in the car, she's in the house horny. So I walk in the door, ready to roll, and the first thing I'm like, I don't smell any chili. But there's a glow coming from the living room, so I enter there. And Netflix is actually on pause. My wife is naked on the couch, and the Mantown candles are burning all over the living room. And we chill, as the kids say. And when it was all done, it was beautiful, so much fun. And when it was all done, she looked me square in the eye and she said, "That hot enough for you, cowboy?" And I looked her square back in the eye and I said, "Fuck yeah." "When do we eat?"